My name is Janine. I live in Dreieich, which is about 30 minutes from the Frankfurt Temple. I grew up in East Germany. In East Germany, no church was really encouraged. I mean, we knew about Christmas and Easter and the holidays, of course, but it wasn't a big part of our upbringing. I was sort of searching for something without really knowing what I was looking for. I was an exchange student in the US, my senior year of high school. The family that I was sent to, the Millers, they were active members of the church. They never forced me to do anything. They respected my choices. They told me basically, well, today is Saturday, tomorrow is Sunday, we're going to go to church. If you like, you may come along. If you don't have to. I was just curious, basically, and wanted to meet some more people and see what they were getting into. So I basically said, yeah, sure, I'll go along. And they were just so open, and it just felt natural all the time with them. After I went home from graduating in the States, then I applied to become an air traffic controller. I got baptized around the time of Christmas. It just felt right. I became what I like to call a passive member, but active in my heart. I met my husband, who's also not a member of the church. When I met him, I wasn't active. He was aware that I was a member. He's okay with that, but that's really difficult. When I was inactive, it was a long time. It was almost 20 years. I became aware that the temple that I live close in here in Germany was finishing being refurbished, and they were going to have an open house. Thankfully, I don't live far from the temple. It's just like a half an hour, which is crazy. And I went through the open house like 3 times each day. I loved the different ways that the different patrons and missionaries led us through, and the differences that they showed us. And it was always something new and deeper, and it just felt right. It was awesome. I was aware that one of the ways to enter the building again is through proxy baptism. So my ward organized a proxy baptism session. I was one of the first people to be asked to participate. And I had the name of my grandmother and her mother on my father's side with me. My grandma, she was the one member of my family back home who was the most open towards me finding my way to the Lord, I guess. Having the chance to perform a baptism service for my grandmother felt like redoing it for myself too. Yeah, I got out of the water, and I feel I'm not the only member in my family anymore, which is amazing. Being able to do proxy baptisms for my ancestors and doing family search and indexing family members is one of the few ways where I can do more. I can't attend church service as often as I would like to, but I love that I can log on to family search whenever I want, in my own time, for as long as I want. Not being able to share my faith with my living relatives, it's such a blessing to be able to share my faith with my ancestors. I'm so appreciative of being a member of a church that accepts that everybody has a different timeline, time frame, and just trusting in the Lord's plan.